The government view is very clear. We are very against these tariffs because this is, means protectionism rather than free competition. And we learned that free competition and globalization is good for the development of the economy. Any kind of, wars between countries, it's a very a huge burden on the economic development. We don't like trade wars because, if somebody is imposed tariffs, but it's a very natural and normal reaction on the other side to set counter actions which lead nowhere. Frankly speaking, I think that somebody wants to use tariffs, this means weakness. Technological weakness and competitiveness problems. Everybody knows that the European Union competitiveness is lag behind, losing a lot from the last years. This is true for the vehicle industry itself, to improve the competitiveness. And we also think that the electric vehicle market and the transition is the future. Hundreds of billions of euro, and it's not going to develop the economy, it's going to the financing the war questions, which is also a very big problem. In the European Union, we go back to Maastricht criteria, which means that the budget deficit in percentage of GDP is 3%. So how can we finance a transition, digital or EV or green transition without money? How can we do it? And meanwhile, we have to finance the war and the defense industry. So it is inconsistency, what I call fiscal inconsistency or incompetency. I would be more happy if the European Union would go in that way to subsidize the production, subsidize the households to buy electric cars, and then have free competition, rather than set tariffs and then say, okay, protection protect the inner market, but this is also a drag on the electric car transition, because with this, the transition won't be so fast. I cannot understand what is overcapacity. Because if there is an overcapacity, this means a bankruptcy of that kind of companies, because there is no need for these products. So if there is an overcapacity, that is disappearing in the next year. So this means there is no overcapacity. Again, if would be an overcapacity, then the market say that this kind of company cannot exist. If these Chinese companies exist, this means there is a need for these products.